One of the biggest fears that I have regarding my diagnosis, it's actually hard for me to stomach actually. My name is Chad Royer. This is my channel. What's up with Chad Y Royer? I talk about my diagnosis of multiple myeloma and my recovery, the things I went through, my experiences. And for those who have not been able to check out the channel, check my channel out, share with others, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment or two. So, one of the biggest fears that I have, and it just hit me the other day, was facing my mortality. I've come across some folks since getting my diagnosis, and I just gotta say, when you find out that someone passes away from cancer, the news hits a certain way. But for me, it always reminds me of how that effect would be to my family. What would have been my last words before I left this planet? What things I would have left unfinished? How my kids would feel? How the missus would feel? How my great friends and family members would feel? And just lamenting over this, it hits me different. It hits me different. In fact, the other day, I had a lingering pain in my stomach. It didn't go away for a while until I drank some water. And then when I thought about it, I realized that image keeps coming across. I do my best to look at the glass half filled. But if I'm being frank here, just the image of my own mortality when I hear the news, it's hard to take. I mean, there would be times where I would fumble my hands and I would forget what I intend to do. And it's not a comfortable feeling being a person who actually survived it, being a person who didn't know what the prognosis was going to be until I got it. It's wearing on me. And I'm doing my best to try to get over it. It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. So if you wonder about how I'm doing, I just want you to know that sometimes I do have some bad days. You may not see it in my face, you may not see it in my body language, but I do have some moments. And those thoughts are hard to shake off. They're very hard to shake off. I mean, look, we have millions of people on earth. And when we find out that we lose somebody, it's bad enough. When someone loses their life from an accident or a murder, it has its own it has its own meaning or its own category. But losing it from cancer is something that I'm not very good at shaking off. And it hits home to me personally. I'm doing my best to shake that off, but it is difficult. It's quite difficult. But I do what I can because I know Many of you who are watching, who know me, who are familiar with my story, you know that I've done my best to be, I don't know if strong is the right word, but to have the right attitude, to look at things with a clear mind, to be able to handle things differently without the overloading of emotion. It's hard to shake off. And as much times as I've spoken to folks on this channel, on the street, on interviews or whatever, the thought remains and it's just difficult to shake off. But I'm going to do my best. I do ask that you continue to check on me, to continue asking how I'm doing, because some days I am not really in a great mindset. It would mean the world. And just imagine if you know somebody else who's going through something similar to mine. It would mean the world to them if you were able to reach out and at least try to pick up their spirits. Just because you do not see them, it's not necessarily an assumption that everything is going okay. A lot of things, they're not okay. Sometimes they are. I mean, we smile, we talk, we laugh, we get busy with stuff. But behind that, some of our emotions are suppressed. And the same is no exception for me. I am in that same category. This is going to be one of many marathons as I continue my journey as a cancer survivor of multiple myeloma. I hope that I can live as long as I can so I can be there for my children, so I can be there for the missus, so that hopefully I can accomplish a few things that I would like in life to add on to the legacy. I mean, you name it. Um, it's just not. A lot of times I say it's not fair. And nobody hears it. But other people are probably thinking the same thing too. Yeah, I'm about to cry. I'm about to get teary eyed. My uncle had a dance with it. My father had a dance with it. A different cancer, that is. Uh, some other folks who I know had a dance with it. And I gotta take my own advice as well. I gotta do my best to choose my words. But it's not easy when you yourself have gone through that battle. I don't even have my box of tissues. I don't know where they are. You know what? Thank you. I'm dropping this stuff right now. Oh, for now, thank you for listening. Tune in next time. Don't forget to like the videos, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment or two. You be safe, you be well.